Yo, hey baby, I'm a styling scarecrow. Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. If you're just joining us, our hero Link is having a pretty rough first day in Termina. Some creepy mask-wearing Skull Kid stole our horse and our ocarina, and he made us look like a scrub. Princess Zelda's never going to give us the time of day if she finds out we lost her ocarina gift, and we smell like a stump. And then there's the moon, somewhere up here. Ugh. It's gonna crash down, by the way, in just 3 days. Oh, scratch that. 2 days. And it has a really creepy face. On top of all of this, the cute little puppy in Clocktown that we just passed by hates us, and is actually kind of racist towards deku scrubs. But there's still hope. If we can figure out a way on top of that clock tower, then we can get our ocarina back and maybe change from Pinocchio back into a real boy. So we're headed to the observatory to try and figure out where to find this mischievous little Skull Kid. Last night we played hide and seek all night long, and we actually joined the bombers, sort of. They let us into the secret passageway, and this is their hideout. Ugh. There's a lot of chalk drawings. Oh, there's a bomb, because they're the bombers. I get it. Why these kids are hanging out in the sewers, I don't know, but this is our path that we have to follow if we want to get to the astronomer and meet him, because he's actually going to help us out a bit. Whoa, almost drowned there. That's alright. Oh, our first enemy. Hello. It's a little... Well, let's let Tattle talk. That's a Skulltula. It's protected by a hard shell, but its stomach is soft. Alright, so let's try to use our spin attack on this guy when he turns. Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't think we can fight this as the Deku Scrub. The Deku Scrub's kind of pathetic, actually. Poor little guy. But yeah, even our spin attack is not going to do much to Skulltulas there. We got to turn into Link with his sword first before we can fight him. I wonder how the astronomer knows the Skull Kid. Whoa, look at the time. We only have 2 days left. Alright, stop talking to me then. We got to get going. Okay, so there's more drawings. What the... It looks like a scene at a Lord of the Flies or something. I have no idea what's going on there. Like, they cut off a dragon's head? Maybe you guys can tell me. Alright, so I'm going to pop this balloon, which has Majora's Mask on it. It's kind of funny. It's like this forbidden evil symbol of a lost culture, but they put it on their balloons and package it and sell it in the shops. Either way, we need to pop that balloon so we can go up this ladder and head in to the magical observatory. I love the music here. It's very peaceful and nice. I'm stealing the astronomer's money. Well, there's a Cuckoo up there in a cage. This guy's got some weird stuff stored down here. And this cool scarecrow. He's actually really important. So we're going to talk to him. Yo, hey baby, I'm a styling scarecrow, wandering in search of pleasant music. Time will pass in the blink of an eye if you dance with me. If you'd like, baby, we can forget the time and dance until night. I guess. It's creeping me out almost as much as the moon. Oh yeah, in that case, forget the time, let's dance. Okay. The Saria song, which is from Ocarina of Time. There's a lot of stuff in Majora's Mask from Ocarina of Time. That's because this game was actually made in only a year, which is crazy. So it uses a lot of the assets and different characters from Majora's Mask. So we have danced and danced. Man, that is beautiful. Look at those stars. Oh yeah, how was it? It went by in an instant, right? I'm still full of energy. If you like, baby, we can forget the time and dance till dawn. Nope, I'm through dancing with this creep. Oh, sorry, that's too bad. In that case, come back anytime if you do decide you want to dance. See you later, baby. So yeah, if you dance with the scarecrow, you can speed it up to either night or dawn. But he's also useful later once we get the ocarina, so we'll have to come back and talk to him. And the old astronomer, there he is. Let's talk to this guy. How you doing, old man? Whoa. Hey. Well, a strange-looking child has joined me today. Are you a new friend of the Bombers gang? Your manners seem much better than those of your mischievous friend from the other day. Oh, he's actually laughing. That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my moon's tear. There was no stopping him. I guess that's the moon's tear there in the nice glass case. Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Will you gaze into the telescope? No, oh, wait. Well, why not? You must take an interest in new things while you are still young. But thou must. We have to say yes. That's a thing in Dragon Quest. There was like a guy you talked to and he was like, but thou must take the quest, and you couldn't say no. A lot of games have a but thou must situation. There's a little rupee there. So we can look around Termina Field and Clocktown before we can actually go out there. We actually left town through the sewers, but we want to look on top of the clock tower. There he is. That little Skull Kid stealing my stuff. I wonder if he brought my horse up there. Alright, whoa, and the moon is crying. The moon actually feels bad about trying to kill everyone and everything in the land. Maybe. Or it's just shedding weird precious stones. Oh, hey! The Skull Kid is banging his bottom at us. He's like a little monkey. Alright, let's get out of here. We need that moon steer. Well, did you find that troublemaker? And that loud noise, what was that? Perhaps another moon steer has fallen nearby. Go outside the door and take a look outside. But I wonder how that troublemaker got on top of the clock tower. The only way up there is through the clock door, and that opens only on the eve of the carnival. So that's going to be important. But, whoa, didn't mean to jump all the way down there. Let's head outside, because we need this item. If we're going to get on top of that clock tower and recover my ocarina, there we go. I kind of want to keep this for myself, even though it doesn't really have that much of a practical use. You got the moon steer. Its sparkling beauty radiates rather straight... I don't know why I did the astronomer's voice. Hey, just so you know, items like this are called gear. Gear is basically just stuff you won't normally need to mess with or think about too much. Just kind of quest items, like our, weapons and stuff too, like our sword and our shield. The moon sure is huge right now. It looks like it's going to come crashing down on us. But don't worry about that silly moon, just focus on the Skull Kid. We know where he is now, and there's nothing left to do here. Let's go to the clock tower. Alright, so that's kind of a good little note there. Don't focus too much on the moon. You'll be too distracted by that heavenly glory, and you will miss the task at hand. A lot of people have kind of resisted playing Majora's Mask because they're worried about the time limit. But the time limit's not that big a thing, and the Scarecrow, as I mentioned, he actually is going to help us overcome that by slowing down time. But we do need the ocarina first. And before we leave, I am actually going to dance a little bit more here. We are going to dance a few times to speed it up because we need it to be night of the final day if we're going to enter the clock tower here. So let's do a little dancing and then we'll be back. Okay, we danced, and now there's only a handful of hours left before the moon's gonna fall. Oh yeah, he's still full of energy. But outside it seems to have gotten kinda dangerous. Yeah, 'cause I'm getting out of town. See you later, baby. Oh no, he's abandoning me. He's going into the carrot and turnip patch. Tattle kinda like spun around and went down there with him for a second. She almost went under the dirt, but luckily she's still with us. Alright, tucking into my giant hat. I like how Link's clothes change. There's a lot of really cool little details, and I mentioned this last time, but look at when I spin around, little Deku Link has this crazy root that his hat turns into when he attacks. There's so many little changes. Ocarina of Time 3D, it was done by the same developer, but that was more of kind of a graphical enhance on the game, but this is actually more of a remake. They've done a lot of different stuff to enhance the game. I don't know if I can get over here. Nope, don't think so. I drowned a little bit there. Oh no. Hey you, don't get complacent just because your body's made of wood. You don't want to drown in some stinky pool, do you? I'd say you can probably skip along the water's surface up to 5 times in one go. Be careful, but don't overthink it. Just go, go, go. Alright. What else you gotta say? Tattle, don't distract me. Alright, so we know where the Skull Kid is. Let's go ask around the clock tower. Maybe we'll learn something. Whoa, look at the time. We don't even have a day left. I have to come back to that sewer part once we're normal Link and we can actually swim. But then we can get a little secret over there. But yeah, this game, it's really cool that they have added so many features. I mentioned a few little things, but they completely have revamped a lot of the boss fights. There's so much different in it, so I'm going to highlight a lot of those changes as we go, and it definitely looks way better than the 15-year-old Nintendo 64 version, so that's a nice little bonus. It is the final day here, and almost everyone has abandoned the town. You saw there was a bomber. Those guys are so loyal to the town, helping out people, and we're going to try to be a bomber here pretty soon, too. But right now we have to talk to my fellow scrub. What's up, my brother? The town's carnival is starting to look a bit iffy. I'm thinking of closing up shop so I can get a gift for my wife and return to her in my village. I've heard there's a stone called the Moon's Tear. Shines brighter than any other in the land. If you got one, I'd really like to get it from you. My wife would love it. If you give it to me, I'll give you my spot here. Deku flower included. Alright, so we gotta give up our amazing looking Moon's Tear, but we don't really need it. It doesn't have any practical use. Ah, that stone. You must hand it over to me. In exchange, I'll give you my spot here. Deku flower included, yes. There we go. We got the town title deed. And we're not just trading for money or anything here. You really helped me out. Now I have the perfect souvenir for my wife. She hasn't set eyes on a jewel or strange sparkling stone like this in a very long time. The title deed for the spot should be in high demand among Deku scrubs. We already knew that. If you don't need it anymore, you can always sell it. So this guy's kind of like a merchant. In Ocarina of Time, these Deku Scrubs showed up and they would sell you. I think you could get to the ability to hold more Deku Sticks or Deku Nuts, but yeah, they're merchants in this game as well. enterprising little guys. But now we have this deku flower, and the ones that look like they're dying a little bit actually launch you higher into the air, and this will let us land over there. But before we do that, I actually want to go behind here. We're going to fly all the way over and land right in front of the banker. That's where I want to go. We need to deposit our rupees. Hey there, little guy, I want you to deposit some rupees. Nowadays, even if people have money, they won't deposit any. Nothing. So for a limited time, I give you a special gift based on how much you deposit. For example, if you deposit 200 rupees, we get a primo wallet that holds a lot of rupees. Alright, so what'll it be? We're going to deposit all 52 rupees. You can't take your money with you when you're traveling back in time, so we're going to do that. Seriously, that's a lot. So little guy, what's your name? Link, is it? Got it. I won't forget your deposits. Let me stamp you with my special ink. Hey, relax. It doesn't leave any marks, and it's not going to hurt. He just barely touched us there. He kind of like, here, take the stamp. There, now I'll know you when I see you. Alright, little guy, now I've got a total of 52 rupees from you. Come back and deposit some after you save up a bunch. So, a lot of little things, like rupees, arrows, bombs, stuff like that, you can't actually take with you back in time. But big items, like weapons and things you get, you'll keep all that stuff. What's up, Tattle? Remember, you're a deku, so you should have no trouble. Yep, okay. Just trying to tell us how to jump in that flower. But I know, we just did it a second ago. We're going to hop up here and grab a heart piece for our trouble, but this is where we need to be as soon as the moon starts falling. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit in a second here. We got our first heart piece. Looks like we still can't use the stairs that lead up to the roof. Oh well, can't be helped. For now, just do something to pass the time. Chat with people, do a little dance, whatever. It's not really my business. I'm going to do some dancing here like the scarecrow, and we are going to speed things up. And I'll be back once we hit midnight. My favorite thing to do in this game to pass the time is just look up at the moon and watch it fall, and we got a good view of the moon's nose hairs right now. Okay, it is midnight and the festival has begun. Some awesome fireworks, and the clock tower is going to do something very strange here, but it is important. But yeah, this game, I'm really impressed with it that it was done in only a year. It's crazy. The story goes that it was like a challenge from Miyamoto to AGI Inuma, the guy who's now in charge of the Zelda series. He was challenged to try to create a game in only a year, and he could, you know, reuse a bunch of stuff in the engine from Ocarina. But that's why you see a lot of characters pop up with different roles in this game, but looking similar. Okay, it's almost time, guys. We're going to confront that Skull Kid. Don't stop now. Look, you can get up there. Okay, here we go. You can see the moon is on the little timer now. His little face popped up to tell us we only have 6 minutes left until the end of the world. There's some cool music that plays, but we'll see that again later when we do more at the final hours. But for now, we just gotta kind of save our butts here by confronting the Skull Kid. And look, Ipon is nowhere to be found, but he does have my ocarina. It'd be kind of weird if he brought my horse up here. It's Tail! Sis! Tail, we've been looking for you too. Hey, Skull Kid, what if you gave that mask you're wearing back now? Hey, come on, are you listening? I forgot we're trying to get the mask for the mask salesman. Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon, hurry! The 4 who are there, bring them here. Oh, fairy abuse. Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. No, what are you doing to my brother? Skull Kid, do you think you're still our friend after that? Smacking around innocent little fairies. Can't forgive you. Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. Alright. He's using his crazy dark magic, and he's gonna bring that moon down no matter what. We just gotta do what we can, but what can an innocent little scrub do? We can't even fight a Skulltula, much less the big boss of this game. But we're gonna try our best here. Freaking out! Poor little scrub. We're gonna use our one weapon that we have, our nose, and we're gonna shoot a magic snot bubble right at Skull Kid. Here we go! And we got him! Haha! Drop that ocarina. And in real life it would probably shatter or crack, and we couldn't play it. But we can grab it now, and it's down here. There it is. Haha, it's huge. I got the Ocarina of Time back. Princess Zelda gave you this precious instrument. We can take it out and play it. Suddenly memories of Princess Zelda come rushing back to you. Aw. So yeah, this was a gift from Zelda. And in this timeline, I think they stopped Ganondorf when they were just kids, so we don't actually have it now anymore. You're already leaving this land of Hyrule, aren't you? She's gonna give it to us, though, here. A little different from how it happens on Ocarina, but this is a different timeline here, I think. Even though it was only a short time, I feel like I've known you forever. I'll never forget the days we spent together in Hyrule. and I believe in my heart that a day will come when I shall meet you again. Until that day comes, please, take this. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this small clay instrument. I am praying that your journey be a safe one. If something should happen to you, remember this song. Okay, and this is very important. Let's listen to the song and memorize it well. I gotta get used to the buttons. They are very different on the 3DS. We don't have the little C pad and everything. Yeah, I like to always play it to the tune, but you can just play it super fast. If you ever watch a speedrunner play it, it's crazy. Oh, so many memories. Nostalgia with the Song of Time. You remember the Song of Time. This melody, lingering on the edges of your mind, is a song of memories of Princess Zelda. And we're gonna... That's cold, Link. Just leaving her in a lurch on your horse. Now, we gotta find our friend, so that's why we left. The Goddess of Time is protecting you. If you play the Song of Time, she will aid you. And this is the big mechanic of this game. We need to travel back in time to save the world. We have to abandon this one to save a fresh one. The title just kind of like smacked us right in the forehead. Snap out of it. What are you doing, lost in memories? Get yourself together. Getting that old ocarina back isn't going to help us. Skull Kid's chilling up there. Somebody, anybody, Goddess of Time, help us please. We need more time. Big hint there. All right, let's grab our ocarina. Or is it? Huh? That instrument. When did you... Every mask transformation has its own unique instrument, and the Deku Scrub has these cool horns. Here we go. There we go. Beautiful, with the horns accompanying. And here we go. Like Groundhog Day, we are falling back in time and doomed to repeat it again. And there go our nuts. that was the that was the only thing that didn't come out right. That's the only thing we had that we can lose, but that's all right. We can get more of it. Any item like that, like bombs, stuff like that, you lose it. So, but that's how it goes. Don't have it back in time. And we're kind of recalling the events at the beginning. If you missed the first episode, here's a nice little recap. Get to see what happened to us. Got cursed. All of this stuff is happening again. We never have to repeat that again, but we're going back to when we met this creepy guy. He kind of has a smile like the moon. Maybe he is secretly controlling it. He's the real villain. Dawn of the first day. 72 hours remain. We got another chance, guys, and we're going to make it right one of these times. We're going to have to do it a few times, but this is what you do. You kind of learn the world, learn what you got to do each time, and do it better in the next cycle. Well, what just happened? Everything has... It's reset. Everything's peaceful again and nice. They're working on the tower for the festival. The puppy's back. The puppy abandoned town before. I even missed the puppy, even though he attacked me. Started over. It's nice. I like the peaceful music and not the creepy moon music. Okay, so we get another chance here. Well, what are you... Anyway, that song you played, the instrument. That instrument. Wait, that's it, your instrument. The mask salesman said if you got back the precious thing that was stolen from me, he could return you to normal. Did you completely forget or what? So we gotta go talk to him now that we have our ocarina. And we're gonna actually do that next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. Thank you guys for watching and joining me on this adventure with my favorite Zelda game. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh jeez, the puppy! Run! See you guys next time for more Majora's Mask. Goodbye.